Ah, okay. So I got one more thing to do.
Thousand lamentations.
Now I gotta turn on. Oh. There we go.
Woes seem infinite.
The Muth-Nam monks use an ancient Daedric artifact to heal. How dare the very Ansu interfere with their holy work?
What will become of me?
There's a bargain spell. I'm looking for. I have no idea what a dream cave is, so we're gonna get that the old fashioned way. Oh, so this is where the portal to Artaeum is. Okay. Can't wait till I get the scholarships or get a streaming chair, just whatever I need. Maybe a better TV. But, maybe just platinum dust. Social. Mail. Other ones feeding and talking soft. That's black eyes from off talking. That's who wants to live. And I'm so happy. I almost forgot his class, but here they are. I met 4 days now with the sun hit is settled down. Only some primitives settled down. Only a gray gloom lit our skin. Oh, it's supposed to be a joke because my character's really been through fought Molech also. Hey, what did I sell? Cool. I probably should break out that soda I got. I'll be right back. Be right back. Oh. There we go. Oh, testing. 1, 2, testing. Just making sure. Oh, wait, oh, they got farms for Summerset? I was born this place first. unlock this?
Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power.
Let's see, we can't say that
Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
but the sword and the golden knight were pulled in the ring as well. What are we gonna do about
We know
that?
that at least one Daedric prince has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
They don't exactly have
We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
Well, if this place has access to every freaking place, why can't we just contact
As we've
it?
seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And that barrier blocks access to the portal.
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scribed memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
And can't, like, the ball replace that guy?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost
because they're all
to the Cabal.
selfish.
No. Now we must concern ourselves with the triad of Daedric princes.
Oh, that's the way of saying that that part of the story is over. Okay, we're gonna find...
Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valsarin.
Really think it'll help him? He sounds like a prisoner.
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
And what is it? And I needed memory. I actually did need it.
Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal joined forces to threaten Nirn.
Ow.
It appears their ultimate goal is to take control of the Crystal Tower, for a reason we haven't yet determined.
Daedric Prince.
Lathan is part of the Court of Bedlam. They're mortal servants.
Alright, so that's all it is. For now. Shouldn't be too far. Let's take this direction because this place is too big to just be out in the middle of nowhere. People were complaining about that when it first came out. I'm like, again, it's too big for that. Ooh, what do you have to say?
There's no better companion for a spellcaster than a Sigic Domino pig. Unlike most animals, they actually enjoy magical activity. I just love hearing their happy grunts when I perform a spell.
Ah, of course so. Enjoy that sound? Because I sure did.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything.
I feel As though I walked in on a sensitive moment. Let's talk to Valsarin first.
What a fool I've been. I was worried sick about Lathan while he was out cavorting with worshippers of Mephala. I lost a daughter too, but you don't see me abandoning my friends and family. I didn't forsake the Sijic Order.
Shouldn't he be locked away somewhere? Because I know Summerset isn't exactly the most accepting place.
We're Sijic monks. We don't have anything as barbaric as a dungeon or a jail. Instead, we adjusted his attunement spell to make it impossible for him to leave Artaeum. Lathan is free to wander the island, as befits a friend of the Right Master.
Wait, they're friends?
My husband was well liked and respected. He and the Right Master often talked and conducted research. Aikesis is probably as devastated by Lathan's betrayal as I am. But he isn't vindictive. As long as Lathan behaves, he's free to roam the island.
Wants me to talk to... Oh, Donna was
Good
there.
luck with that. Maybe you'll get something useful out of him, but I doubt it. Lathan was stubborn before he became an earl in the court of Bedlam. Now he's stubborn and insufferable.
Oh, let me check something. Oh, cool. That rocks. Alright. Because my tablet's right here, so I can see what the streamers see. Because, like, I'm watching the normal screen right here. Goodbye.
I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his
you are a
thoughts.
prisoner. That's what I was saying.
Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Doesn't he trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there a Meridian cult on Summerset?
What a curious question.
I am a curious person.
Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before. The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of. Or, who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
I guess I could go search north of Severine, or I could keep messing with you.
That sounds like a wild Nixad chase. Didn't Razumdar mention he was investigating Daedric cults on Summerset? Maybe you should go talk to him. Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Actually, there we go. No Raz is.
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam.
We get to go talk to Raz. You stay no more. I'm gonna save my money because, it's much better pay off the ass I'm glad it doesn't drag. I mean, a lot of past sales left doesn't drag. A lot of people wish to get back to it. North of Serene, so up here. Yeah, I'm back to the swing of things on this game. almost like this place was designed to be beautiful or something.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razandar's conspiracies.
Oh, somebody's calling.
Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Razandar claims the scribble contains a message of some sort, but I just don't see it.
Do you know where I can find Razandar?
The cat mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razandar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
I'll pay for someone to clean this up if you tell me where to find Raz. Let me try that again. I'll pay for someone to clean this up if you tell me where to find Raz.
Is this a bribe? You know what? Just give it here. The cat thinks the scribbles lead somewhere. Follow the nose. Those were his last words before he darted off. At least, I think that's what he said.
Oh, that's something downstairs. I need to get my own house, because I can't, like, dream about stuff the way I want to in this apartment. Because, like, sometimes when I complete something, I get excited. Alright.
It's a scribble.
Oh my nose, I can't see the scribble bar.
It's a scribble on a wall. This.
Come to admire the art, newcomer? If I find...
He was low. I'm gonna have to really look for him. Yaba. That's because he came and we heard Summerset. He was yeah, that makes sense. Oh, these are the scribbles.
Raj doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Periite would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Look, Martine. The sacred scribbles of Periite have brought another aspirant to our holy fire. Would you like to hear about Periite? He may be the prince of plague and pestilence, but let me explain how that's a lot better than it sounds. Look, Martine, what better way to find true believers? Since Daedric worship is against the law, only the truly faithful would know that a skeever is one of Periite's sacred symbols. Well, that and the dragon, but I've never seen one of those. Those gloried constables? Why would I be worried about them? I don't think any of them care about the wonders of Periite or the mysteries of the divine skeever. Unless... perhaps a judiciously placed pamphlet or two is in order. The court of what now? Is that a high elf thing? They really are fond of their rules and regulations, and their courts. Lots of courts. That's the great thing about Periite. There aren't any rules. Well, at least none that anybody cares about. You want to join? Well, this is embarrassing. We didn't expect anyone to accept the word of Peryite, at least not this quickly. We haven't figured out the specifics yet. Dues, uniforms, rituals, things like that. Could you come back later? Thanks.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Peryite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your visit, did you find out how
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a Prince of Meridia. What you got for me?
You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes?
Yep.
This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there, Raz. Cool mohawk.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Peryite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
This is Captain Raphael Cultist. He says the princes are...
War.
They did say that.
That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
The Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with its...
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
I'm about to ship it. Before I go, have you learned anything about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
One Dark? Is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves? Seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes?
I swear if it's the one assassin lady who's working for the Mariah Tom, that would be awesome. I mean, she really made it as a ninja. Infiltrating stuff and all that. Let's look at this area first. So there's a thing. How do you even build a town like this from a game design perspective? How, you know, because, in case those don't know, I'm an aspiring game developer. And, it's just, wow, there's so much to it. Let's find out though. There we go. Ah, so I gotta go up this way and go this way.
Over here, Five Claw. This is Raz's old friend, Sadarado. She follows Meridia, but do not hold that against her.
Dr. Raz.
Raz is pleased he was able to find Sadarado safe and uninjured. She has agreed to talk to you, so this one suggests you get to it, yes?
Alright, well, good idea.
May Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be.
Need Meridia's help to recover a paradigm.
Meridia's sword of light. I'm not sure I understand. Even if I wanted to help you, my efforts would probably be in vain. My prince doesn't speak to just any mortal. The leader of our sect had Meridia's ear, but he was caught in a recent attack.
Meridia, cool. You didn't
My
know that?
prince blessed you with her presence. That's a story I'd love to hear sometime. For now, I'll do my best to help you.
Then again, I'll
But
forget the
the
storyline.
path to the shrine will be hazardous. Mephila's creatures still roam the area, feasting on my brothers and sisters.
Then we gotta reach the
Enter
shrine.
the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will accompany me and will enter via a side tunnel. I don't want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
No escort mission. I shouldn't yell. I think this pirate's killing me. I'll make sure Meridia's shrine. I need.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all talk about that. Because it looks like he's about to have words here. Oh, and there's probably a sky shard in here. Because delves have sky shards. Let's explore the whole thing.
I knew I shouldn't have let her go in. Idiot.
Well, I might as well do
The
this
Thieves
one.
Guild sent you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go any deeper if I were you. Darkness crawls along the walls of Etanmir. Only thing you'll find here is an ugly death. That, and the corpse of my former apprentice, most likely.
What happened to
No idea. Erothol asked to take the lead, and I obligingly took a nap. Didn't think it would be any trouble, even for a lackwit like her. Sneak past some cultists, grab the tokens, get out clean. Easy. But now, the place is swarming with Daedra.
Oh, and the Thieves Guild aren't fighters. You think Airfield's
Well, she's certainly missing, and I'm not risking my scaly hide going in to find her. You look scrappy enough. If you can grab those tokens and what's left of my apprentice, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
I collect tokens and look for Aerothel? That's a weird name.
I suppose I could answer some questions, long as they're quick. I don't suspect Erothol will make it out alive, but there's no use prolonging the news.
You seem sideways worried about her.
What? Are you the kind of sap who sheds a tear for every idiot lost on a job?
Oh,
Huh?
yeah, I got some emotion to
If
it.
you were so worried, what are you standing around here for? Go in and find her. Maybe she's still alive. Most likely not. But there's still a chance.
I thought you said she was your apprentice.
Not by choice. The guild shoved her in my lap and told me to start training. So far, all she's been good for is buzzing in my ear like some kind of meerkat. Besides, I'm paying you to look for her, aren't I? Good enough.
Okay, so here's the reason I'm here. Cultists, what
No
happened?
idea. A cult of Meridia doesn't usually make a big splash, but here in Summerset, well, they don't look kindly on Daedric cults, even the nice ones. Not surprised someone wanted them gone. Well, no matter to me, long as I get those tokens.
What are you stealing?
Not entirely sure, truth be told. All I know is they're worth something to someone. Why that is, well, it's not my job to ask questions, long as I get paid.
Alright, let's go. I do have to now because the wolf was Viridia knows what's up. She knows what I'm about. They keep an eye on people like me.
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
The Court of Bedlam are cowards. They struck us down without warning. I will try my best to get your friend an audience with the Lady of Light. The shrine is just inside. Master, what did those bastards do to you? Look what they did to his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
That light, that is not natural, yes.
Meridia, she calls to us.
My devoted priest, a loyal soldier, and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
Oh, this is Raz's story. Oh, journal. What? Summerset.
My followers murdered. My shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults. But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, champion of Cold Harbor. Ask what you will of the Prince of Light.
Alright. Golden Knight was captured and his sword was taken. We're kinda... We have the sword, it seems like. We're trying to repair it.
They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored runes will not be compromised. You must set Darien Gautier free.
Wait, we know him?
My vessel just thinks of itself as the mortal called Darien Gautier. In reality, Darien is my will and my power, inserted into your reality whenever my light needs to banish a darkness. I will admit my night changed after it met you, though.
What do you mean Darien changed?
The night had a single purpose, but somehow you complicated matters. Now the night actually cares. You and my vessel will both be required to stop the Triad. You must enter Mafala's realm and rescue Darien. The gem cannot grow a new sword, but I can add to its power. Now you can use it to locate Darien in Mafala's realm. Return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait, how dare they? The Triad dares invade my sacred realm? This cannot stand.
Meridia, my prince! She's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe.
I mean, let me talk to Raz.
Our shrine desecrated. My prince under attack. How can such things be allowed to happen? Still, Meridia spoke to you. Go find the Golden Knight and restore Dawnbreaker. They may be our only hope.
Raz has seen many things. Were-sharks, flying tigers, were-sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz.
Have I got news for you?
Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most.
Right. Well, you're a spy more than anything, so like that's how you do. The Right Master can just summon an army.
And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started. No. Raz will see Sadara to safety and then do what he can to protect Summerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
That's what I'm here for. Honestly, I'm just traveling. Forget this. Well, I guess it's an average like quest for like a main story quest. Long quest, you get there, but like final quest is long quest. I guess they get longer as the story is just by virtue of the fact that somebody give you that.
I see signs of the court's work throughout Summerset, but nothing of the court itself.
I think the Court of Bedlam has fewer members than we imagined.
Enough of this for now. Let's see what our friend has learned. You return, but without the Dawnbreaker. Weren't you able to make contact with Meridia? Forgive my impatience. This inability to remember has me on edge. Go on. Tell me what you learned.
Court attacked Azura. Did they tell us that? Oh, I did Azura before I stopped playing. Okay.
The Court of Bedlam is eliminating the cults of the other princes? To what end? You said you were able to make contact with Meridia. Then why didn't she give you a restored Dawnbreaker?
Oh, that one night we kept seeing her.
I suspected that might be the case. I'll send Valsarun with you into Mephalah's realm to rescue the Golden Knight.
Meridia said her realm was being invaded. I think the Trident Princess attacked Meridia.
A disturbing development, to be sure. But we'll have to hope Meridia can protect herself. I'll open a portal to Mephalah's spiral skein when you're ready. Then you can use the gem to find the Golden Knight.
I'm ready.
Mephalah's realm can be daunting, but I'll be with you the entire time.
Remember to stay focused on your destination at all times. Otherwise, you could get lost in myriad pathways of the Dreaming Cave. And whatever you do, don't lose that gem.
Teacher of the secret arts, queen of the eight shadows of murder. The others may reign over us deep in the night, we shall stare. Still here, no, we do not forget the derisive necromancer. I forgot what Mephalah's sphere is. I'm gonna have to watch Mr. Rex again. And some other people. I got some studying to do before I really get in this game like this.
Are you there? I think we were separated. There you are. I'm up here. Try to find a way up while I take a look around.
Okay.
It's like amazing. Full of dead ends and passages that lead nowhere. Try to use the Dawn Star gem. Maybe it will reveal a path we're not seeing. I think there's something stalking me in here.
Yeah, they have some power to come up with.
Thank the stars! I can breathe again.
Yeah, you know, you saved yourself a little bit. Let's say that.
I couldn't breathe. As usual, you found me just in the nick of time.
Hey,
the beast that captured me. I've never seen anything like it.
What kind of... okay, first of all, are you alright?
A little lightheaded, but I'll be fine. Now that we're together, we can focus on finding the Golden Knight. And if that beast shows its mandibles again, I'll be ready.
Good. What kind of beast attacked you?
Something with the body of a giant spider. And, well, I'm not sure how to describe it. But it was a creature right out of my nightmares. Just what you'd expect in the realm of a Daedric prince. No matter. Let's go find the Golden Knight. The path revealed by the Dawnstar gem? What I wouldn't give to be able to use portal magic in here.
Oh yeah, you just gotta go in the water. There you go. See, it wasn't that bad, was it?
That wasn't a pleasant experience.
I'm starting to get my groove back.
That light in the distance. It's brighter, out of place in this dismal setting. That must be the Golden Knight.
Oh, we gotta go. Yeah, okay, I see we gotta go. We gotta go this way. Let's look around, see if I can find anything interesting.
We just need... Mafala won't leave something as valuable as Meridia's Golden Knight unprotected.
You're about to regret this.
Silence, or my webs will fill your pretty mouth next.
Oh, they want information. Okay. Let's actually do this. Get a meal. No. Get a drink going on for this one. It's a boss fight. Slottable item. Alright, be hydrated. Be hydrated before you go into something like this, kid.
Warn them. Took you long enough. I expected this rescue hours ago.
Your gratitude has a hollow ring, Knight.
Oh, I can be very grateful, my lady.
Maybe we should just leave him. I'm sure the right master would understand.
Okay, I know you don't like Daedric people.
Well, this is awkward. You're probably wondering how your old friend Darien became Meridia's champion and got stuck in all this sticky webbing. You know, it's a funny story, really. Probably better if I wait to tell it until after we escape from this realm.
You're the Golden Knight, right? That's the same one as we tried to contact.
Guilty as charged. Meridia sent me to offer my assistance, but those other princes, they kept interfering. And then I was dragged into this pit of spider harlots. Look, we can catch up on things later. Right now, we need to get out of here.
You're right, let's go.
There's one small problem. We can't just walk through a door to get back to Tamriel. Believe me, I tried. How did you find me, by the way? Mafala specifically said she was putting me someplace where no one would ever think to look.
I retrieved the Dawnstar gem when you dropped it. I'll be right to you.
Oh, Right, the gem. That makes sense. I perfectly understand. You need Meridia's champion, so here I am. And with the gem, I can repair Dawnbreaker. Just so you know, I feel awful. I am in no condition to fight at the moment.
I can't wait to replay this game. To have everything fresh in my mind.
Let's get out of here. Meet me outside.
I think that's gonna be one of my goals. I'm gonna have Monday, Wednesday, Friday this stream. Work Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, make it happen.
I can open a portal to the Dreaming Cave, but the ritual will take time, and will more than likely draw Mephalla's Daedra. You need to hold them off until I can find a way back home. I won't be able to assist you while I'm casting, and the Golden Knight doesn't appear to be in any condition to fight. I'm afraid you're on your own, my friend. Let my voice penetrate the barriers between here and the Dreaming Cave. Longer.
I catch them the pressure, make it happen.
I can sense the portal opening. Just by the stars! That spider thing! That's not really meant to be the fight. Oh, Dungeons & Dragons the final bosses. That's where you try and kill the players. Okay. I was like, why is it so easy? I remember this game used to be difficult for no reason. Like, random fights would be difficult, like against random enemies.
Valcerin, take the knight to the healers. We'll deal with the sword later. In the meantime, I need to speak with our friend. You and Valcerin entered Mephalla's realm and rescued Meridia's Golden Knight. I couldn't ask for more, my friend. I assume Darian believes he can repair the Dawnbreaker. I hope that would be the case. The Golden Knight will need to recover some of his strength first, though. Who knows what tortures Mephala and her creatures inflicted upon him? That's not a fate I'd wish on my worst enemy. Who can say what drives such beings as these? To work with the Sea Slewed, to pit their followers against the cultists of other princes, to launch attacks into rival Oblivion realms. Such actions boggle the mind.
Promises are a powerful thing. But in the meantime, how long we gotta wait?
Knight Darien needs to recover his strength first and restore the Dawnbreaker. Then we can attempt to unblock the path and see where I took the heart of transparent law. While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. Since I can't remember where that particular pathway goes, we'll have to be ready for any contingency. I also need to tell you about another memory.
Yeah, we're gonna save that, actually. I'm interested in your backstory and all that. Let's do some side quests.
We should talk, my friend.
We should. Let's do some side quests. That did not fall at all. We should talk. Let's do some side quests.
There you are.
Actually, let me go back to Summerset. Oh, I got another skill point. Put it back in the crafting. Let's do some exploring here so I can pick up some of this food. Go back to the... Go back. Where it all began. Guard. Not exactly where it all began, but it's pretty close. First city that really made an impression on me in this game. Everything's close to each other. Yeah, I need a better CPU. Let's start like the graphics card is working, but it's time to get a better time to upgrade. Now to find the money. I mean, it's working for me though. What I'm trying to do. Oh, there we go. Oh, the grocery got moved in here. Be out and about. Oh, you can look this up real fast. Yeah, that'd do it. That would do it. See if we can find a lot of barley somewhere. I know exactly where the what's it called? Right over here. Right to my right. Right along with me. Oh, it's just all brought up. Let's just see what I can find for a provision. Wait a minute. Oh, the tent's right there.
Greetings.
City now. Let's see, what quest lines have I not done? I haven't done everything in the pack yet.
So much to do.
Sit up. I need that chair. Or I need to just straight on off and get used to it. Well, the chair without, because I'm on the couch right now. There we go. We need to travel in order to think of this one, so I'm going to another. I get an item on the bottom. Because I collected all this food and I have nothing to do with it. You know, it's easy just for me to buy it from people who did collect all the water. Straight around, go up the road. Turn right, go straight up the road. There we are.
well.
Enter and... Looking for some...
I'm gonna need to go to the shrine and reset respect. Like 500, see what happens. Thank goodness I'm collecting this for like all the way to better, right? Without building any provision. It makes this. This was a smart idea. Zenimax, I'm just telling you, whoever did this.
Enter and... Luckily, I can do that. I really got enough money to do that. Follow the road. Out of town, follow the road. I am about to go ham. Probably that's a classic place. I want to do some dungeons. Oh, I'm gonna do the no, I'm not good enough for combat yet. I gotta get back into swinging things. I have to get back to doing some quests pretty soon, but I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying myself. I guess that's really, you find a point where you don't even care about the comments, you know you found the gap. Attribute, not attribute. probably download the Sky Shards app because I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. But I'll be back in an hour, I guess. That'll probably be pretty late.
A trunk has 3 landings within it. The topmost one takes you to the King's Throne. The climb is worth it, I assure you.